This is going to be a really quick video on fuels for your diesel engines, and mainly on these things I'm going to be talking about mechanical diesels, and I'll kind of go into that. So let me pull one of these covers off and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now when I say mechanical, I'm talking about an engine that has an injection pump, injector lines, and nozzles, which means they're, basically it looks like a regular engine that's little pistons that pushes fuel and sprays it into the engine. And this is called an integral injection pump, which means it's built into the block. And then I'll show you some examples of what might be more common. Now this is a 3-cylinder Yanmar, and this is a separate injection pump. You actually twist the injection pump itself in the housing to adjust the timing. And same thing, mechanical fuel shutoff, injection lines, and nozzles. And on my daily driver Volkswagen, my EMP proof car, same thing, mechanical injection pump, injecting lines, and nozzles. And I'm going to do a full video on this car at another time, some of the filter systems I put on it and things like that. And my boat engine's the same way, injection pump, injection lines, and nozzles, and I'll go into filtration. I already did a video on my last channel about it, but everything I have is big filtration because I get my fuel from a lot of sources, and a lot of it I get free. So I'm going to go now into what all you can burn in these things. Now these are my fuel drums. The one on the right is all off-road diesel, and I'm getting ready to get some of that from a boat yard that I'll recycle and separate the water. The one on the left is all Jet A. So diesel would be my number 1, and then Jet A or kerosene would be my number 2. My number 3 choice, which diesel engines love this stuff, is automatic transmission fluid. They love it. They don't get the best mileage, doesn't have the most cetanes in it, but they love it. They run so smooth on it. Number 4, hydraulic fluid, which essentially is another mineral oil. And then things like jack oil, they run great on that. And mainly right now I'm just going into things that don't have to be heated to run. Rudolph Diesel originally invented the diesel engine to run off pressed seed oil or vegetable oil. They run fine on this if you live in the Caribbean or something. But any kind of colder climate has to be heated before the engine will even burn it. And motor oil would be my last option. I would run this generator on motor oil, but any high performance diesel I would not. But the automatic transmission fluid, man, if I owned a junkyard, every one of them cars or any of them with an automatic comes in, shoot, they got a couple gallons of fuel ready to go. This is a 2002 Ford F-250 last year for the 7.3 diesel. This actually has a Caterpillar system on it, which is called the Huey system, which means hydraulic over unit injection. This is a pretty tough engine as far as what it will burn. And the reason I kept talking about mechanical engines is, I don't really want to recommend anybody to put any of these alternative fuels in their high-tech diesels, because I honestly don't know what they'll do, even though I'm a master diesel technician. So I've got 5 gallons of Jet A here. Simple little ritual. You don't even need the cleanest t-shirt in the world. Just something that just doesn't have sediment falling off of it. And dump it right into this can. Let it filter on through, and it'll be ready to go right in the generator or the car or whatever. So you can see the sediment I got, and believe it or not, you don't have to go real slow, but if you go slow enough, it'll actually separate out the water too, or most of it. You can see that rusty looking stuff there, that's all water, and that's why they sunk the fuel out of these jet aircrafts, helicopters, etc., and they can't reuse it, so I bring it home and I run it in the generator, and it's a good source for me. Alright, so I got 5 gallons of jet fuel, or somewhere close to it. Generally what I do is I add about 2.5 ounces of 2-cycle oil to it, because kerosene and jet fuel does not have the lubricity that diesel fuel does. Most engines will run just fine on it. You'll never have a problem. But the two-cycle oil really helps out. It's just a little security. I was very fortunate when I worked for Caterpillar that I got to travel all over the world, and diesel cars are everywhere except for here. And the ones that are here are very sought after. If you go on eBay and look at any older diesel car, especially the Volkswagens, the TDIs, and some of the Volvos, and some of the older Toyotas are, non-existent. They're far more efficient, and they're just hotcakes. This one here gets, on diesel fuel, it gets about 47 miles to the gallon. Of course, it's flat where I live. The only hills that we have here are called bridges. And on Jet A or kerosene, it gets around 42, 43, something like that, which is still pretty damn good. Yeah, I love diesel engines. I'm about 15 feet away from my exhaust system, and I'm talking really quiet. It's just that quiet. So yeah, that's it. I'll probably do another video just on the generator as well. Put it on this channel. So anyway, this was just my little diesel video and what it'll burn, and it's pretty unlimited. So you guys chime in and tell me what you think. I do realize some of this stuff's expensive, but I bartered almost all of it, especially the fuel. So you guys have a great night. We'll see you next time.